If you find yourself grappling with anxiety, you're likely acquainted with the challenges of navigating persistent anxiety or worry. These symptoms can be not only distressing but also disruptive, potentially signaling an underlying anxiety disorder. For some individuals, anxiety can initiate a relentless cycle that proves challenging to break. The mere contemplation of anxiety may trigger heightened anxious feelings due to the instinctual fight, flight, or freeze response designed to guide the body back to safety. So how do you deal with feeling anxious about being anxious? The first step involves grounding yourself in the present moment. This practice enables you to become aware of emerging thoughts and emotions, offering the space needed to determine how to approach the anxiety you may be encountering. Mastering the art of managing anxiety in this manner can provide relief and interrupt the cycle before it intensifies. Why do I get anxiety about having anxiety? In this video, we will explain what it is and how to manage it. This will lead to more inner balance and more peacefulness. One potential contributor is anticipatory anxiety, an overwhelming fear that something may go awry. In the words of Catherine M. Hayes, it's very common to be anxious about being anxious. It's part of the anxiety cycle. She explains, anxiety can be uncomfortable emotionally and physically. Our minds want to avoid that, so we worry about the next time we feel anxious because we remember how it felt. The sensations experienced, such as flushing, an accelerated heart rate, or sweating, are often a result of sympathetic activation or the fight, flight, or freeze response. Many people who struggle with anxiety-related conditions are negatively affected by their worrisome thoughts. However, worry is just one aspect of anxiety. Worry is that feeling of uneasiness that occurs when your thoughts are focused on current difficulties in your life or potential problems that have not actually occurred. For example, these feelings can range from worrying about an upcoming evaluation at work to feeling worried about the safety of family members, even when they all seem to be out of harm's way. Whereas anxiety is more persistent and can occur without an identifiable source. Both involve physical symptoms such as muscle tension, rapid breathing, increased heart rate, and difficulty concentrating, but anxiety is often present even when there isn't an apparent stressor. Another key difference lies in the duration of each state. Worry is generally temporary and subsides once the event passes or the concern is addressed, while anxiety can last longer and may require intervention to resolve. Moreover, anxiety is often accompanied by an impending sense of doom or dread, making individuals feel excessively worried and concerned about various aspects of their lives. Some common symptoms of constant anxiety include avoiding social situations, difficulty concentrating, excessive worry, feeling tense, irritability, physical symptoms such as muscle tension, headaches, and fatigue, problems sleeping, restlessness. Constant anxiety and worry can be exhausting and often increases your feelings of fear and anxiety. Worry can make it difficult to unwind and relax, even contributing to sleep disturbances, such as insomnia. Given its close proximity with anxiety, it's unsurprising that worry is prevalent among individuals diagnosed with panic disorder. Persistent anxiety without a specific source may indicate generalized anxiety disorder. Individuals with panic disorder commonly grapple with worries about the timing of their next panic attack. Meanwhile, those dealing with agoraphobia may find themselves overly concerned about physical symptoms, leading to avoidance behaviors that hinder regular activities. Incorporating physical activity into your routine can be beneficial in preventing or alleviating anxiety. Research suggests that regular exercise acts as a protective measure against anxiety. Even brief bouts of physical activity provide an effective means to alleviate anxiety and divert attention from persistent worries. Worrying about uncontrollable factors heightens stress and anxiety levels. Shifting your focus to aspects within your control empowers you and enhances your ability to cope with worries. Cultivating a sense of gratitude has proven health benefits, including reducing anxiety. Devoting a few moments each day to a gratitude journal can be instrumental in managing constant anxiety and worry. Sleep intricately ties into mental health. While individuals experiencing worry or anxiety may struggle with sleep, poor sleep can exacerbate anxiety issues. A single restless night might result in irritability, but prolonged sleep problems increase the risk of developing an anxiety disorder. Prioritizing sufficient and quality sleep is crucial for mental well-being. In addition to taking preventive measures to manage feelings of worry, there are strategies that can be helpful in relieving constant anxiety. These methods are effective for combating anxiety in the moment. When your body becomes highly reactive and enters the fight, flight, or freeze mode, deep breathing helps slow down physical reactivity, providing relief. Holly Schiff, a licensed clinical psychologist in Greenwich, Connecticut, recommends the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Find a comfortable position, sitting, standing, or lying down. Focus on the points of your body making contact with the surface beneath you. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, feeling expansion in the lower ribs and stomach. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat this cycle 4 times to connect with your body. This technique promotes calmness, relaxation, and anxiety release. It acts as a natural tranquilizer, relaxing the nervous system. While the exercise may feel subtle initially, repetition and practice foster a sense of safety in your body over time. Though this tip may seem simple, it requires effort to distract yourself from worrying. Engage in other activities to shift your focus away from worries, such as walking, watching television, or reading a book. Prepare for future worrying by creating a list of activities labeled, "What I can do instead of worrying." Write down various activities that can redirect your mind. Develop an extensive list, considering different situations like being at home, traveling, or at work. Having many options increases the likelihood of utilizing them when needed the most. Talking with a trusted friend or family member can help you feel more relaxed and supported. Sometimes, hearing another person's perspective can change your view of your worries. While spending a few minutes sharing your worries with someone is beneficial, it's best not to let that be the sole focus of your conversation. A good friend can help shift your mind away from worries onto other subjects. Building a support network for panic disorder may take time and effort, but having others to lean on can reduce worry. Many individuals with panic disorder or agoraphobia may feel isolated and struggle to reach out. If you find it challenging to talk to others, try exploring your problems through writing. Use a journal or simply pen and paper to express your worries. Writing them down allows you to better see the big picture and potentially identify solutions. Balance your worries by also noting what you are grateful for, as worry can sometimes overshadow the positive aspects of your life. If you feel overwhelmed or disconnected from your body, grounding can help you recognize your present experiences. One effective technique is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. Look around and name 5 things you see. Name 4 things you can touch right now. Listen and name 3 things you hear. Note 2 things you can smell. Notice 1 thing you can taste. Another similar technique is the 3-3-3 rule. Look around and name 3 things you see. Listen to identify 3 sounds you hear. Move 3 parts of your body. According to Karen Balumba Bennett, grounding techniques can help regulate your emotions. This awareness-building technique can aid in applying other coping strategies, such as challenging anxious thoughts. Some ideas for physically tackling that heightened anxiety you're feeling include going for a brisk walk, physically shaking your hands and arms to dispel tension, jogging or running, practicing yoga, especially yoga sequences for anxiety, dancing, doing jumping jacks, doing burpees. Ultimately, whatever physical activity helps you calm down is a good choice. Recent research into the effects of exercise on depression and anxiety during the pandemic has shown that high-intensity and moderate-intensity interval training can help reduce anxiety and stress while increasing a person's ability to overcome adversity. Mindfulness involves fully embracing the present moment, allowing intentional awareness of each unfolding experience. A color mindfulness exercise can aid in calming your thoughts and sharpening your focus, diverting attention from stress. Select a color from the rainbow, set a timer, and contemplate as many items of that color as possible. Proactively learning to relax is an effective strategy for overcoming worries, especially for those with an overactive fight or flight response, often associated with fear and anxiety in individuals with panic disorder. Various techniques, such as progressive muscle relaxation, yoga, and meditation, can evoke the relaxation response and diminish anxious thoughts. These practices are accessible for self-learning, contributing to a calmer state of mind. Identify the strategies that resonate with you, committing to at least 10 to 20 minutes of daily relaxation exercises. Other self-care practices, including physical fitness, proper nutrition, creative expression, spiritual nurturing, and fostering healthy relationships, are crucial. Evaluate the activities you may need to integrate more into your life. Consistent self-care for anxiety promotes a healthier lifestyle, potentially alleviating some of your worries. Challenging thoughts associated with anxiety allows you to be more aware of certain negative thoughts. You can challenge these anxious thoughts by questioning them. Ask yourself questions like, has the thing I'm worried about ever happened before? What evidence do I have that the thought is true? What have I done in the past to cope with the same worry? What is the probability of it happening? Consider practicing replacing your irrational thoughts with rational alternatives. With enough practice, it can help you manage your anxiety. If physical anxiety coping skills don't seem to do the trick, or you want additional coping strategies, you may find that emotion-focused activities help you better manage your emotions. Some of the emotion-focused activities include journaling. Research shows that journaling can reduce anxiety and stress. Seeing your anxious thought laid out on paper and outside your head can help make them seem more manageable. In one 2018 study, participants with high anxiety and medical conditions were asked to journal 3 days a week for 3 months. At the end of the study, researchers noted that the participants had fewer anxiety symptoms after just 1 month of journaling, relative to usual care. Thought exercises. Something as simple as picturing a relaxing scene may help you cope with anxious thoughts or situations as they happen. Another strategy is to use diffusion techniques. These are thought exercises intended to change the way you see your thoughts. Instead of viewing them as a universal truth, diffusion allows you to gain some distance. One example of a diffusion technique is repeating your thoughts in a silly voice. Meditation. Meditation is another valuable coping skill for anxiety. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help you create some mental space, allowing you to observe your thoughts from a different perspective. You might simply close your eyes and attempt to empty your mind. But if you're new to meditation, it may be helpful to try guided sessions using online videos or meditation apps for your smartphone or other device. Anxious thoughts can sometimes overwhelm us, and physical and emotional coping skills can help us tackle them head-on. But when anxiety becomes a daily occurrence, and these coping skills are no longer helping, you may want to consider talking with a mental health professional. You might have an anxiety disorder. A professional can evaluate your symptoms, provide an appropriate diagnosis, and recommend treatments that can help. Treatments for anxiety disorders often involve psychotherapy, medications, or a combination of the two. The main distinction between normal anxiety and anxiety disorders lies in the severity and persistence of the symptoms. Normal anxiety tends to disappear once the stressor is removed, while anxiety disorders persist even after the stressor is gone. Additionally, normal anxiety is proportional to the situation, while anxiety disorders may manifest irrationally and disrupt daily functioning. Other characteristics of anxiety disorders include uncontrollable anxiety, avoidance of situations that trigger anxiety, and physical symptoms such as rapid heartbeat, dizziness, and shortness of breath. One, life experiences. Traumatic events like abuse, witnessing trauma, or major life stressors can trigger anxiety disorders in individuals predisposed to anxiety. 2. Genetics. Inherited traits can play a role in the development of anxiety disorders. Individuals with a family history of anxiety disorders are at a higher risk of experiencing them. 3. Medical conditions. Certain health issues like heart disease, diabetes, thyroid problems, respiratory disorders, drug misuse or withdrawal, chronic pain, and rare tumors can be linked to anxiety disorders. Medical conditions can manifest as anxiety symptoms. 4. Personality. People with specific personality types may be more prone to anxiety disorders than others. 5. Other mental health disorders. Anxiety disorders often coexist with other mental health conditions such as depression. Individuals with depression may also experience symptoms of anxiety. 6. Environmental factors. Social isolation, negative life events, work-related stress, financial strain, and societal pressures can contribute to the development and maintenance of anxiety disorders. 7. Gender differences. Women are almost twice as likely to experience anxiety disorders as men. Hormonal fluctuations and societal factors may contribute to this gender difference. In the words of Emma Stone, "Anxiety is something that is part of me, but it's not who I am." If you've been wrestling with anxiety, navigating its persistent challenges, you're not alone. The journey of constant worry can be distressing and disruptive, signaling the possibility of an underlying anxiety disorder. It's essential to recognize that anxiety about being anxious is a common part of the cycle, driven by anticipatory fears. However, the power to break this relentless cycle lies within you. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you create the space needed to confront emerging thoughts and emotions. Managing anxiety involves mastering the art of redirecting your focus, finding relief, and interrupting the cycle before it intensifies. As you navigate the realms of worry and anxiety, remember the wisdom of Timber Hawkeye. You can't calm the storm, so stop trying. What you can do is calm yourself. The storm will pass. Strategies such as exercise, focusing on what you can control, practicing gratitude, ensuring adequate sleep, and adopting coping techniques like deep breathing and mindfulness can significantly contribute to your well-being. If you found this video helpful, check out this other inspiring video. Subscribe to our channel and remember, you can stop anxiety without feeling anxious.